Welcome back guys to Dragonfruit Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a 3-tour office garage tour of all my modded vehicles. I've got more, but I might save some of them for another video, so let's go right into it. So first things first, we'll head to office garage number 1. I'll go through every single car one by one, so it should be about 10-20 minute video, if that. But obviously, yeah, let's get right into it. Right, so at the moment we are just loading in. Just give it a couple of minutes. It's not even minutes, I don't think. So obviously no alphabetical order, it's just how it is in the garages. And just to let you know, this is a PS4 account, so some people might not say they're modded, but yeah, they are classed as being modded on PS4. So first things first comes the F1 car, which is the Progen R4, which has got a modded blue on it, and that's it for that car. The next one is the Coil Cyclone, which has got a modded colour. It's got Benny's rims, obviously green tint and everything like that, and it's also got Yankton plates. And then next up is my Grotti Furia with a modded purple and unselected pearlescent, pure white wheels, as you can see right there. Obviously we'll come round to the back, it's got all the green tint and everything on it like the other ones. It's obviously got the classic Yankton plate. But yeah, this has got to be one of my most favourite cars out of my whole collection, just because it's a mix of a 488 Pifster and I know it's another Ferrari mix, so yeah. And then obviously we've got the Emirates, which is in real life it would be the I think it's the McLaren Senna 2020. Obviously it's got the modded green colour, it's got all the Benny's rims, and yeah, it's got all green tint and everything. Like I say, almost all my cars have got Yankton plates on them, so I'm not going to go through every Yankton plate that I've got on the cars, but yeah, let's just get right. Next one is my modded Maxwell Vagrant, which has got secret gold with unselected livery. Also modded Benny's wheels with a modded blue colour. And then if we go to the back, this one's got a Yankton plate as well, like all the rest of them. So yeah, this has got to be one of my favourite off-roading vehicles, just because of how easy the handling is and everything on it. So next we'll go to the Comet SR, which is obviously, you can see, got a modded purple, which is like it's a modded purple chrome sort of colour. Obviously got the half bars with white in the actual wheel itself. So yeah, obviously all unselected. Yep, got the green tint, and it's also got the Yankton plate, which says modded. Right, so we'll go up to the next floor now, and we'll get on with the rest of the cars. So as soon as we come up on the next floor, there is a modded MTL racing truck, obviously modded colour, Benny's wheels, all the rest. So this is my modded Krieger, but this is one of the cars that hasn't actually got a Yankton plate, which I really don't like about the car, but I just love the car's initial speed and everything. It's got F1 wheels, but all around, this car is a really nice looking car, and it's also very fast. So if you're looking to get a nice car, fast and everything, and you've got enough money, I would recommend buying the Krieger. It's about 3.6 million from what I believe. But yeah, and then up comes next is the Banshee. I think that's it. Yep, the Banshee Spectre Custom, obviously pure white Benny's rims, the modded red with an unselected pearlescent. This is actually one of my old modded crew colours. So yep, obviously got the Yankton plate and everything on it. Very nice car, but I wouldn't really recommend buying it as such. So next up we have the, I forgot what this one's called actually, the Thrax. This is a two-tone Thrax, which everybody looks for now, I don't know why. Obviously got the modded Benny rims, and then obviously it's got the two-tone colour with obviously the green tint, and then it's got the Yankton plate on the back, which is also very nice. But like I say, it's a decently rare car. You don't see very many of them driving about. So next up is the Colquhoun Classic, which has got the pure white with blue frames, unselected. You've obviously got the Benny's rims, which are almost on all modded cars. If we go to the back, as you can see, it's got no rear back end, but obviously the Yankton plate says Reaper. So yeah, probably one of the nicest of like out my whole collection. But I've obviously got, I don't really drive this around very much because I don't really use it because I've got no need to. Next up is the Hellfire, which is a nice car all around. It's nice and fast. It likes to slide a decent bit, but all around it's a nice car. Would recommend buying if you've got enough. Obviously it's got the pure white wheels, the secret gold, and obviously, like I say, Yanktons. So next is the modded Vigilante, which has got like a modded pinkish red colour to it. Really nice all around. Obviously it's got the half bars and everything, but I wouldn't really recommend buying this vehicle because it's a hefty price and I don't really think it's worth it. But obviously there you can see it's got the modded half bars on, and it's like got decent amount of clearance off the ground. Does look very weird, but definitely a nice car all round. So we'll head up to the next level, which is level 1C. Yep. So if we come up here, you will be able to see I am missing a modded Oppressor Mark II there. It has been transferred to one of my other garages. I'll show you that in obviously another video. So next up we've got the modded Scramjet with obviously a modded baby bluish. Nice all round. Wouldn't recommend buying though, but it's got green tint, secret gold wheels, which you don't see very often. But yeah, all round nice car. Absolutely love it. Don't drive it much though, because I've got better ones. Next up we've got a modded APC. Obviously the modded colour, the Benny's rims. Obviously almost all my modded cars have got Benny's rims, except from in the next garage. Obviously all round nice car, especially if you need to get away from helicopters and everything, because you can just drive it straight in the ocean and you're gone really. Next up is a modded Blazer no, not the Blazer Lifeguard, it's the Classy Lifeguard. Pure white wheels and that's it really. It's got Yankton plates and everything, but yeah, I mean it's got green tint and all that stuff. Next up has got to be one of my favourite cars out of my whole collection. It's a modded T20 in purple chrome. It's got nice Benny's rims, green tint, but right, you will see a lot of these blank Yankton plates, just to let you know. It's a feature of it being the car being modded and everything. Next is my modded DDR1. I'm not going to go in much into DDR with this because it's a decently boring car and I'm repeating myself quite a bit, but yeah, it's a nice race car. Does well. It likes to slide a lot when it's in the snow, but yeah, definitely a very nice car all round. But like I say, wouldn't recommend buying because it's not the best of the best. You can get better cars for the price that you pay for this. Next up is a modded half track. You won't see very many of these around because they're really rare. Obviously it's got the modded green and all the camos pure white. Benny's rims down there, which look all messed up and everything. It's crazy, but obviously yeah. So this is garage number 1. We'll be moving on to garage number 2 in about 30 seconds. Right, so guys, we're now in garage number 2, so we'll go through this one and then we've got one more after this. So yep. So first things first, we'll start off with the modded Dubster. This is only the Dubster 1. Yeah, it's got obviously all nice wheels and that, pure black wheels on it. They are F1 wheels, which this was actually come into the game before the actual F1 car. As you can see, it's got the Yankton plate and it's got all the green tint and everything. Look, so it's got to be one of my most favourite cars out of my whole collection, even though I don't drive it much because it gains a lot of attention. Next up is the Renault Mark II. This is all around nice. It's a good drift car, I'd say, but obviously not if you can't drift. Like I say, it's obviously got the blank Yanktons like almost all my cars on this level. But yeah, overall, all really nice. Obviously, as you can see, it's got the modded two-tone colour on it. So we'll go over to the next one. Next one is my other modded Grotty Furia. This one's different because it's got the F1 wheels and obviously all the green tint like the last one, but it's also got yanked in, and that wing is glitched. That wing actually never comes up when you drive the car. I don't know why, it's just on this car. So yeah. Next up is, obviously everybody knows this car, it's a Toyota Supra, but in the game it's just a classic. Obviously this is my drag one, well I call it a drag one anyway because it's got the F1 wheels on, which makes it look sort of like a drag car. Obviously the Yankton plate and it's in pure white, which I really like about this car. All round a nice car. Next up is the Tempesta, obviously F1 wheels, and obviously the nice modded red, but unfortunately this is one of the ones that has the wrong plate. It doesn't have a Yankton plate on it, which I really don't like, but I'm just keeping the car around because all around it's a nice fast car. Next is my modded Evron, which has a nice two-tone colour to it. Obviously you've got your F1 rims there, almost like Benny, but obviously yeah, all around it's a nice car, good off-roading, would highly recommend it. But yeah, so we'll head up to the next one now. Right, so on the next floor, this isn't really modded, it's just got a modded colour, but this is Miss Baker's Dubster 2, which is very rare. Obviously, as you should know, it's all got all blacked out wheels and all them wheels are stock. Haven't done anything to this car except from the colour. And again, we'll see another modded red with a pure white interior. So you've got really nice Benny's rims, it's got all the green tint and everything, which I really like. And also this one has a blank Yankton plate. These blank Yanktons are very rare, but obviously you can get rarer. So next up is the X80 Proto. Not the best of best cars, don't want to really go into detail about it, but all round nice looking car, but definitely not worth the money like. Next up is the Deluxo. This is a really nice modded Deluxo, which I like very much. I fly this round quite often when I'm doing create missions and everything. As you can see, you got the blank Yankton, Benny's rims. Next up is the Orosso. The Orosso has obviously got Benny's rims again, like the rest of them. A modded mint green, which is really nice, and obviously the Yankton plates. Everything on these cars is unselected. In this space here, there should be a car, but it got destroyed, and I'm not going in depth about it because I don't really like it. Next is the Progen GP1, which is a very nice car all round. Absolutely love driving it about, would highly recommend getting one. But this one, like I say, it's got Benny's rims, Yanktons and all that good stuff. So we'll move up onto the next floor. Next up on this floor we have the X21. It's obviously got all the modded red colour and everything. Absolutely love driving this car about, but don't get to drive it as much as I'd like to. Sounds very nice, and obviously it's got the Yankton plate, which I'm not going to see the word that's written on the plate because this video will get demonetized because of it, and I really don't want to get demonetized. Next up is the Pariah. This is another really nice car, but don't drive it around that much because it gains too much attention, and yeah, don't really like getting too much attention as I'm just trying to drive and chill in GE and stuff like that. Mostly use it when I'm just online with all my friends and everything. So yeah, all round nice car, highly recommend if you haven't got one. Next up is a really rare car. So this is the Lost MC Slam Van with a modded purple chrome with a blue pearlescent, which is obviously unselected. Obviously you've got all the F1 wheels on, which I think makes this car stand out. All round nice car. Obviously absolutely love it. Rare, it's a very rare car. So next up we'll have a Galaxy livery. Oh, sorry about that. Next up we'll have a Galaxy livery, I forgot what it's called now, Insurgent pickup. I think it's the Insurgent pickup custom. Yep, it's got the modded gun on the top, as you can see where the hatch is for the actual gun itself. Yeah, it's obviously got all the nice Benny's rims. This has got a Yankton, but obviously you can't really see it because it's hidden behind this wall. But I'll see if you can try and skim round. No, you can't really see the Yankton. Next up is the Tyrus. This is a chrome blue Tyrus, which I use for all of my racing and everything. All round nice car, wouldn't recommend, but like I say, it has got the blank Yankton. Next up is one of got to be one of my favourite cars. It is the Paragon R, which I really like about this car is just the colours, the match, and it's perfect. Right, next up is a modded party bus. Don't really have much to say about this, but it's all round nice. I like the colour. Benny's rims, don't use it much, very unpractical, but I'll see if I can quickly glitch behind here. Right, I'll try that again. Yeah, I'm not getting behind, but obviously on the other side, like, oh, up there, through. But obviously on the other side, you've got all the speakers and all the stuff like that. You can climb up on the top and have a rave. But yeah, all round, absolutely love it. Nice for playing music at events, for GT events. So we'll go on to garage number 3 now. Right, in this garage, guys, I'm not going to go into major detail. I'm just going to see, obviously. So it's got all these cars are mostly just got modded colours and Benny's rims. So I'll take us around, do a little bit of commentary on them, and yeah, then the video's over after this garage. So as you've just seen, that is my modded Night Shark. Yep, so this one is a modded Annecy S80RR. Very likeable car, absolutely love it. Next up is my modded Rat Loader, which is obviously, as you can see, it's got a lot of invisible body parts. So yeah, that's another thing that I like about these cars. Some of them do have the invisible body parts, because on the name of invisible body parts. This has also got all the this has got obviously the invisible trunk and everything on it. All round nice car. Next is the Annecy R87B. Like I say, nice car as well. Nice, it's good at racing, nice and fast and everything like that. But yeah, likeable car, everybody wants it. Next up is a modded Bugstars van. Very rare that you see one of these. Obviously, as you can see, it's got all the Benny's rims, and it's also got everything actually in the back of the van itself. That is like obviously a very rare feature on some of these things. So we'll head up to the next garage. Right, so on the next floor we'll have a Lavender T20. All round nice fast car. It's got modded speed on it. All round nice car. Love driving this about when I've got to go on far journeys. Takes a couple of minutes. Next up, I'm not going to go into major detail. I'll just do a walk around in this car, because it's obviously is missing the Benny's plate, as you've just seen. Right, so this car right here, this is a nice car. I absolutely love driving this about. As you can see, it's the same as my other F1 car, but this one actually has Benny's rims on it. Next up, a modded bike. This is my modded Sanctus drift bike, or so people like to call it. But definitely, like, I think the only time you can actually get this is when you won it off the lucky wheel at the casino. I'm not even going to go around that car because I don't really want to. Next up is my modded Duco Death. Obviously, as you can see, it's got all the F1s, the modded chrome purple, obviously the Yankton green tint if it actually had windows, Obviously modded headlights and everything. Next up's this. This is a Future Shock car. One of the Arena War vehicles. All round, nice car to drive around in, do some min tricks in it. All round, a very likeable. Absolutely love it. So we'll head on to the next floor. Also guys, I'd like to say thanks for I wasn't actually expecting to hit 35 subscribers in the past couple of days, but what can I say, we did it. Next up is a modded candy cane. Oh, I forgot what it's called now. It's a Karen Technical Custom. All round nice, good if you're getting into a fight with other players because it's got the massive gun on the top. Next up is a Doom Buggy, which is obviously one of the ones that's got all the guns and everything on. Nice wheels, skull livery. Obviously I'm not going to go into much detail about this car because everybody knows what it is. One of the best cars to fight with. But absolutely love for driving about in this, especially when I'm in a public session. Next up is everybody calls it a marshmallow car, because it's obviously got the pure white rims and everything. Originally was blue, but changed that all. Obviously it's got the blank Yankton plate. Next up is a decently rare Barrage. As you can see, it's got all the Act 3 stickers on and a Rockstar livery. The Rockstar livery you can't actually buy for this. It's actually got to be DMO. It's Director Mode glitched in. So yeah, absolutely love this. It's one of them other cars which is good for if you're getting into a dog fight with other players on the ground. Next up is another car which has actually got a British plate on it for once. It is the Origin. All round money livery car. Absolutely love it, but don't drive it much. Next is the rarest of the rarest. This is the Tornado Nubanchi car. As you know, this is very hard to find now, and it's even harder to find modded. And I'm now afraid to say, guys, this is the last car, and I'll see you all later. Bye.